Hello, it's me, Zbrooda, and welcome to my Christmas special. Today, I have a tier list of all of the original 151 Pokemon, and I will be putting them on a tier list of how jolly they are. Google defines jolly as happy and cheerful as an adjective, as a verb, to encourage someone in a friendly way. It can also be sort of interpreted as kind of silly or happy. Maybe that's just what I think. On this tier list we have the jolliest, pretty jolly, mid, mildly angry, and Grinch. Let's start with Bulbasaur. I think he's pretty jolly. Ivysaur, I think he's mid. Venusaur's also mid. He lost a bit of the jolly with his age. Charmander also seems, I think he's a bit jollier. Charmeleon and Charizard, I think they're mildly angry. Squirtle is jolly. I think that Wartortle might be jolliest tier. Like, he looks so silly, kind of happy. Like, look at those those head thing, very jolly. Blastoise is mid. He also lost jolly with, no, actually, pretty jolly. Caterpie, he seems like a little guy who loves Christmas. So I'll put him here. Metapod, look at those eyes. Do you think that is one who cares? He just doesn't care at all. Now, Butterfree, this is where the jolly comes back. Butterfree's a very jolly adult. Weedle's mid. I don't really feel much. Like, yeah. Kakuna. Look at how angry this guy is. He looks like he hates Christmas because it's others having fun, and he doesn't have friends, so he can't have fun. So he doesn't want others to have fun. So he sneaks into Whoville and then takes all the presents. That's a Grinch tier. Beedrill is actively murderous in the anime. But he looks like, I think he's less than... Pidgey does not have the brain size to understand Christmas, so mid. Pidgeotto, actually mid. This guy seems a little bit silly, but he also seems like he seems like he might be a bit jolly. Rattata seems like a little guy who would like it. Raticate seems mid. Spearow is mildly angry. But Fearow does not seem like someone who likes fun. Fearow looks like he seems like one of those grumpy old guys. Grinch. Ekans, mildly angry. Arbok, also mildly angry. Ooh, Pikachu. Pikachu's pretty jolly, if I do say so myself. Pikachu's jolly. Pikachu looks like he has fun at Christmas. So does Raichu. Sandshrew. He gives off the same vibe as the Caterpie, just like a little guy who likes Christmas. Yeah, Sandslash also, but a bit less. Nidoran female. I think she's pretty jolly. Nidorino is kind of mid. Nidoqueen, I think there's a bit of a jolly in there. Actually, no, mid. I don't think there's too much jolly going on. Nidoran male, a bit more jolly. Nidorino looks kind of angry. Same with Nidoking. Cleffa seems like Cleffa and Clefable, they like Christmas. Vulpix, you go in the same category. Ninetales, yeah. Jigglypuff, like, it is very jolly. It is very jolly. Wigglytuff maybe a bit less. Zubat, mildly angy. Same with Golbat. That seems decently jolly. Gloom, you may think that's maybe a bit angy, but I don't think so. Gloom seems a bit jolly. Okay, for Paris, have you ever played Legends Arceus? These guys are angry all the time. Grinch. Parasect, you go in there too. Double Grinch. Venonat does not care. Neither does Venomoth. Diglett's a silly guy, and so is Dugtrio. They like Christmas. I am putting Meowth in. Pretty jolly. However, Persian, I think, is mildly angy, because Persian, at this stage in its life, has stopped caring about Christmas for the silly fun, and now it just loves getting money from Persian's relatives. It is no longer happy. That is why it is mildly angy. Not a thought goes through this head, and it's very jolly. Golduck, thoughts are now going through its head, and it is no longer jolly. Mankey's a happy guy, he's pretty jolly. Primeape has grown up and is now angry most of the time. Growlithe's a little dog, and Growlithe likes Christmas. So does Arcanine. Finally, someone who has grown up and still likes Christmas. Poliwag's a little baby, or a toddler who has very good experiences with Christmas, and also is just kind of silly. And so does Poliwhirl. Look at those eyes. But look at Poliwag. He's an angry guy. Kind of like, look, he's kind of doing the same pose as a Primeape. And there's Abra. I think this whole line doesn't really care that much. Chop's happy. Pretty jolly. Now, Machoke. You would think that he's a tough guy. He doesn't like Christmas. No, he's a silly little guy under there. Well, he's not little, but he's still happy. Pretty silly. So is Machamp. Like, I can just, like, imagine, like, them, like, around the three of them around the Christmas tree as a family. Bellsprout. You see that face? That is the face that Bellsprout made when he first saw a Christmas tree. And that makes him happy. Weepin' Bell still feels that. I could not say the same for Victory Bell. Look at him. He's all angry looking. Tentacool never cared. Tentacool is angry because he now regrets not caring. But Tentacruel is too resentful to show that he likes it. So, not very jolly in my opinion. Doesn't care. Ponyta's a little bit jolly. Rapidash is a bit jolly. Slowpoke is pretty jolly. I mean, like, look at that face. That is the face of someone who is jolly. And I think the same applies to Slowbro. And look at the way the Shelder has made it. The Shelder has injected jolliness into Slowbro. And do y'all know why? Look at its shape. It looks like a Christmas tree that is going into the jolliest tier. Magnemite is kind of silly. Farfetch'd, I think, is kind of mid. Like, it's just, like, kind of average. Doduo, same. Dodrio, like, one head, it could deal with. They were friends. But the three of them, they cannot work well together. They can't get each other presents. Because they'll just know what they're getting because they're tied to them to all times. What are they going to do? Blindfold two of them? Seal's pretty jolly. Like, look at him. He's silly. Grimer, I think Grimer is pretty jolly, and like Grimer is a jolly child who liked Christmas, like silly holiday stuff. And then Muck has grown up and is now depressed because of the world around him. Shelder jolly. Cloister's jolly, but looking at him, he looks like Cloister looks like they would give you just like a joke, one of those like scratch tickets that like those joke ones that are like they always they're like three the same or whatever. Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar. I'm gonna do all of them in one go. Now you may think, oh, they're ghost types. They're gonna like Halloween more. Being jolly isn't all about Christmas. And also, ever heard of The Nightmare Before Christmas? And look at them, they're all grinning. They're so happy and jolly. They're just so jolly all the way through, even in death. Onyx, I think he's a bit jolly. Drowsy's mid, Hypno kidnaps children. Which means that the Hypno is making the parents not very jolly. That's mildly angry behavior right there. Krabby, he's silly. He's happy. Kingler is no longer happy. He does not feel the same joy that he once did. Voltorb looks angry. Look at him. He's always scowling at someone. Now, you may think that Electrode is more happy, but no. No way. Looks like he's either pretending to be happy or happy because he's causing another pain. Execute is also not happy. But, I don't know how good his brain is up there. But I think he's having a good time. Sadly, Cubone, because of the fact that his mother is dead, mildly angry, and same with Marowak. Hitmonlee, look at him. He doesn't look very happy. Hitmonchan's pretty jolly. Like, he's silly. Lickitung, quite silly. Coughing, look at him. He's so jolly, so happy. Wheezing has realized that it is causing pollution, and, it is not happy anymore. Rhyhorn's mid. Rhydon is also mid. Chansey is never sad, pretty much. Chansey is very jolly. Pretty jolly. Tangela may be hiding in the vines, but I think there's a little bit of jolly in there. Kangaskhan too. I think Kangaskhan likes to celebrate Christmas with her baby. Horsey is a little baby who likes Christmas, enough said. Seadra, however, looks mildly angry. Goldeen, mid, actually no. Goldeen, I think, thinks that they are the most beautiful of all, and, for that they are not jolly, nor is Seeking. No, Seeking's mid. Staryu, I cannot tell, they have... Wait, actually, Staryu might be pretty... Those two are pretty jolly. Look at them. Star, Christmas, Star, Mr. Mime. Now, some would say that Mr. Mime isn't jolly. He's more merry, but I think that Mr. Mime is pretty jolly. Mr. Mime feels very jolly, in fact. Look at him. He's like just so silly and happy and stuff. Scyther, mildly angry. At least he can cut the rare roast beast that they're having in Whoville. I think Jinx is actually my least favorite Pokemon. However, Jinx got a little bit of jolly. Electabuzz, look at him, he's pretty angry. Magmar, I don't know. Pinsir, look at that guy. He's angry as heck. So is Tauros. Magikarp does not understand. Gyarados, constantly angry. Lapras, however, little bit jolly. Not too much, Ditto's quite jolly, I would say. Put him here. Eevee is very jolly, I would say. Eevee is very jolly. Vaporeon also seems pretty jolly. Put him there. Yeah, I think all the evolved evolutions are around here. Porygon. Porygon's a bit jolly. Like, Porygon looks pretty happy. Like, Porygon looks like they're like... Those big eyes make me think that. Jolly. Amistar. Amistar has star in the name. Also, even though they may look weird, I think, like, yeah, like, they look like they're going, yay! They're going in pretty jolly. Same with Kabuto. But Kabutops? Angie. Snorlax seems like they would be very jolly. Like, they wake up, they have a good time on Christmas. They are very silly. Articuno is mid. Articuno does not care. Nor does Zapdos. Nor does Moltres. Dratini's pretty jolly. So is Dragonair. Dragonite is very jolly. Mewtwo is, Mewtwo hates fun, and therefore shall go into Grinch tier. Mew, I think, to finish this off, I think we're gonna slide them to very jolly. Look at them, they're like they're pretty much always happy. They fly around, they're silly. But, yeah. Alright, that should be my completed tier list. Hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to continue to be as jolly as you can be. Also, Merry Christmas. This has been Zbrooda. Merry Christmas and goodbye.